The following broadcast is brought to you by Public House Media.
This is Jenna Burt, host of the Confessions of a Military Spouse podcast here on Public House Media. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you're done with this episode, I hope you'll come check out my show, Confessions of a Military Spouse, where we dig deep and talk about the unspoken hard truths of what it's really like to be a military spouse. A new show comes out bi-weekly. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you never miss an episode of Confessions of a Military Spouse. Thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
What's up, soul sister? Welcome to Your Life Matters podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Mariah White, and I am a passionate nurse practitioner and fired up health and happiness coach here to deliver a message to you. This motivational podcast is meant to provide a hope and a dream that fuels your soul to dream big and to dream bold, and to empower and inspire you to live out your wildest dreams and to grab a hold onto the unwavering truth that you were made for more. Welcome. I'm so excited you're here. Happy Tuesday. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I just want you to know how grateful, how humbled, how appreciative I am that you are here, that you are alive, that you are breathing, and that you are listening to this podcast because, guys, it's for you. This podcast is genuinely meant for you to help give you tangible tools to take away and implement into your life so that you can create a life completely by design and live out your wildest dreams. I want nothing more than your health and your happiness, and for you to come and let me know that you are living your best life. That's really, truly all the reason why this is here, and this is why I'm so proud of Your Life Matters. And those of you who are devoted listeners, thank you so much. Share it with a friend. If you are new to this podcast, welcome. I'm so excited you're here. And I hope that this episode helps you, but I hope that you also listen back on other previous episodes where we just talk about amazing things to help you implement into your life so that you become the greatest version of who God created you to be. So today, my friends, I am going to be talking about something that is hard. And I need you to stay with me. I need you to bear with me. And I need you to understand that you're going to have some emotional thoughts afterwards. And that's going to grow you. But I am here to help you break through the boundaries today. You are going to break through boundaries that you have set for yourself. You're going to break through boundaries that your family has set for you. And you're going to break through the boundaries of limitations. So whether you are in a zip code of 500 people, whether you are sitting there and your limitation where your parents were, potato farmers, or you're in this limitation of your parents were all surgeons and you are supposed to go and become a surgeon and that is what you're meant to do, whether it is a boundary of your parents are professional athletes and you're going to be a professional athlete, no matter how much you want to play the piano or whatever else you want to do, like this is hard stuff because the boundaries that were set before we even got here are real. And I think about that to this day because I sit there and I think about my beautiful daughter that's coming into this world. And I'm sitting here and I'm recording these podcasts and I'm thinking about her and I'm praying over her, and me and her dad are always talking and thinking about things and, just coming to the understanding that she's going to be her own person. And no matter how much I want to protect her, how much I want to mold her, how much I want to create her, she's going to be her own person. And my job is to really cultivate and embrace that. And I learned that through how I was parented. I was given ultimatums about you're going to do this and this is how you're going to do it and you're going to do it this way and this is how it's going to be done. Whether it's my mom being European and German, whether it was my dad in the military, whether it was their conditioning of how they always had to be done. I love both my parents. They're incredible human beings, right, wrong, or indifferent. That is what I was dealt with. And the boundaries that were set in front of me were, Mariah, you're going to go to school, you're going to get the highest education, you're going to earn X amount of money, you're going to work a 9 to 5, and that's going to be your life. And I broke through that boundary. And I broke through that boundary, 1, because I was stubborn as hell as a kid, and 2, because I didn't want that. I didn't see that for my life. I didn't want to be held back by those limitations, and I broke out of it. And it wasn't until as I am an adult where I sit here and I reflect and I'm like, man, like this is different. I really, really broke through barriers, and I really broke through the mold of what was set in front of me. So as I reflect on my daughter and as we come to bring her into this world, you know, me and her dad are both very athletic human beings, very competitive human beings. And I sit there and I think about this all the time. I love my sister. One of my sisters was a competitive cheerleader. Love her to death. I hated going to her competitions. And it's not, and those of you who are cheerleaders, bear with me. I love you. It's not that I think anything's wrong. I think it's an incredible sport. I couldn't do what you do, but I just can't do it. I cannot do it. I cannot sit there all day at a pom or cheer competition. Just like I was a collegiate volleyball player, and could you tell me to go sit in the stands and watch volleyball all day? Heck no, I don't like it. It's boring. It drives me crazy unless it's like one of the Pac-10 or Pac-12 games. Like I don't want to watch it. And it's not that I hate it. It's not that it's bad. It's just something that I just don't like doing. I don't enjoy it. So when I think about my daughter, we have this running joke that I'm never going to let her wear a tutu. Well, ever since I said that, every single person that I know that loves me and appreciates me bought my daughter a tutu. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys are going to kill me. I'm going to let her walk around with a cute little diaper and waddle around in a tutu. Don't worry. But I had this predisposition of, no, she's not going to be a cheerleader. No, she's not going to be in a tutu. No, I'm going to set this boundary that she cannot do cheer and that she's not going to do all of those other things. And then I realized that I'm setting those same boundaries that my parents set for me, and I broke through them. So God forbid she's like her dad or like me, and we are both extremely stubborn and very hard-headed and very diligent about our dreams. God forbid she's like that. She's going to break through that barrier and be like, I'm going to do what I want. If I want to cheer, I want to cheer. And I'm just going to be like, oh my goodness, girlfriend, this sass pants. Like, oh, I'm excited to meet her. She's going to be, she's the love of my life already. I'm so excited. Anyway, I totally got on a tangent, but I thought about how I set that mold and that predisposition for her, and she's not even here yet. She can't even make her own decisions whether or not she likes cheer or not. So why am I going to set that boundary? Why am I going to set that mold that she can't do this, or she needs to do this, or she needs to be a college athlete the way that her and her like me and her dad were, or she needs to be a professional athlete, or she needs to do this, like she needs to follow in her dad's footsteps, or she needs to follow in my footsteps and be something in medicine, or she needs to, you know what I mean? Like all these thoughts that we have for our kids. And it really boils down to your kid was created and their purpose was placed in them. Their dreams were placed in them, and they are theirs for their taking, their ownership. Their wildest dreams are their own, and their purpose was already created here on this earth well before you even thought about making them. And guess what? Your job is to propel their dreams and their goals forward. My only job is to help her become an incredible, inspiring, motivating, strong, independent woman. And from there on, she will take the rest. Her dreams will come to light, and I will be there to support her and guide her and steer her in the right direction. That is truly my sole purpose. My goal is not to put boundaries around what her dreams can and cannot be. That's not either of our goal, and that's not either of our wants in this life for her. So, backtracking, what boundaries are you allowing in your life that have dictated your life and your dreams that you're not realizing that you can break through? Guys, imagine a house and you have doors and you have windows and you are completely locked in, and there are 4 walls, no matter how big the house is, no matter what kind of direction, angle, whatever specificity, there are 4 angles to a home, and you have a way out. You have a way out through a window. You have a way out through the door, the back door, the side door, the front door. You have 100 different windows that you could possibly get through. Hell, you could even get through the attic if you wanted to. But you are allowing the 4 walls to contain your dreams that are bigger than the 4 walls around you. So why allow the 4 walls to be a boundary? Break out of the boundary. Your goals, your dreams, your purpose that God placed in your heart was meant for something greater. So are you sitting here working a 9 to 5 because you were told that you were going to work a 9 to 5 because you were told that that was the right thing to do? Are you going back to school for a degree that you don't even want to use because you were told that education is the only way that you will become successful? Are you sitting there and are you going through the motions in a marriage, in a relationship, in a friendship because you were told that you weren't enough? So you're holding on to all of the relationships in your life that even give you a smidgen of hope that you're loved, and really truly it's not even a relationship that is healthy for you? Are you sitting there and you're weighing yourself down in this boundary of I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not wanted, I'm not needed, I'm not loved, so I'm going to take what I can get? That was my life. I had those beliefs. I had that understanding of that boundary, that was what I was capable of, and that's all that I was going to get out of this life. And then I broke through it. So what today can you break through? What boundary can you overcome? What aspect that your family has put into your mind that you can say, heck no, I'm going to become an entrepreneur. I'm going to launch my YouTube channel. I'm going to launch Instagram, and I'm going to take off, and I'm going to help people in whatever aspect that you want to help them in. Are you sitting there and you're saying, man, I am so sick and tired of being a monkey at the bedside working day in and day out as a nurse, and I want to open my own, aesthetic studio. I want to go and do Botox and injections and cosmetics. Go do it. You want to know why I know it's possible? Because I had 2 friends that I became medical directors for, and that did it. They just went. They were like, I'm tired of this. This can't be my life. I'm tired of being a monkey at the bedside and nobody appreciates me and I'm underpaid and I want to go do this. And they did it. Are you sitting there and you're saying, I'm so sick and tired of working in this office that I don't feel appreciated. I know that I could run it better. And then you sit there and you go run your own. Guys, get out of the 4 walls. Climb through the freaking window, go through the back door, break it open, wide open, and crawl through it. And I promise you, when you get to the other side of that boundary, the breath of fresh air. Holy cow, I had to take a deep breath myself. The breath of fresh air when you get out of a boundary, whether that is a toxic relationship, whether that is a toxic situation, whether that is you just letting your family hold you back, whether it is your own self-limiting belief that you are not enough. When you break outside the window, the door, the boundary, the barrier, and you breathe in that freedom, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it, my friends. So I need you to think about what self-limiting belief you've allowed. What have your parents taught you or cultivated in you or ingrained in you? It could be something as simple as money is hard to come by. That self-limiting belief that money is hard to come by. You had parents who were frugal and pinched money, and every time you wanted something, they said no, that they couldn't afford it. They would argue, they would yell, they would scream, they would fuss, they would fight, they would stress out about money, they would talk about how much they don't have. And that's your belief of money, that it's hard to come by and that you're always going to be living paycheck to paycheck and you're going to stress out. Are you going to get out of that barrier and know that money is being made every single day and money comes in and money goes and it's something that just happens? Money is not hard to come by. It's not. You make money just sitting. I make money just sitting here. But if you allow yourself to stay in that boundary, that barrier, you will forever stay stuck. So guys, what can I break you out of right now? What barrier, what boundary can we overcome? What window, what door can we shatter together? Think about it. Take this time as you reflect, whether you just woke up, whether you are driving in your car, whether you are about to go to bed. I want you to reflect on what boundary it is in your life that is allowing you to hold yourself back. Where are you stuck? How are you not happy? And how I can help you. I'm ready to break that window down. I'm ready to open that door wide open for you, because guess what? That breath of fresh air and that freedom, it is unlike any other. And I want you to experience that. All right, soul sisters, I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday. Know how much you are loved, how much you are wanted, and how much you are needed, and how much I freaking love you. Share this episode with somebody and tag me at Dr. Fit White on Instagram. I would love to see your face. I would love to cheer you on. I would love to just say thank you. So I love you guys. Have an awesome freaking Tuesday.